I'm Vince.
I'm Chris.
I'm Haya.
I'm Janet.
And we are Coaching Time.
Are you someone who has a niece, nephew, grandchild, or child, or someone you know who plays a sport, and you're always there supporting them? Your support is worth everything. Our website/program, Coaching Time, will not only help coaches and athletes come together in an area closest to them, but also help the athletes get better at what they do. Our website will bring both coaches and athletes together in an area and at an affordable price.
What our servicing company is we connect athletes and coaches for training sessions.
We found many problems between coaches and athletes. One of the main problems was playing time. Many athletes were upset or unhappy about the amount of playing time they were getting because they feel like they deserve the chance to play more. We also found that many athletes would like to work and train in the off-season but are unsure how to reach out and get the right help they need. We also found that coaches would like to work in their off-season and train athletes but are unsure how to reach out to them.
For our service, we have two different types of customers. Our first customer would be the coach, and for the coaches, we want a high school coach with a couple years of experience because we want to refrain from low-level coaches who only have a basic understanding of the sport. We want to ensure that our athletes have the best training possible. And our second customer would be the athlete, and for now, we just want to start off with high school athletes.
Our website will ease both coaches and athletes. How our website works is the coach will upload their email onto our website. We will then look through what the coaches know that they're knowledgeable and a professional coach, and from that point on, they can upload their profile onto our website, and athletes and parents will both have access to our website and find a coach that's closest to them. From that point, they can contact the coach. They both can communicate and then figure out when their coaching session can be scheduled.
So the biggest competitor we have is the website CoachUp. CoachUp and Coaching Time are similar but have many differences. One of the biggest downfalls that we saw on CoachUp is the amount of coaches. They lack coaches. And for example, from a search we did, from our location being at SHS, we did a search for a basketball coach, and the closest coach we found was about 25 miles away.
For our company, we will create a website that will connect coaches and athletes locally. We will also find enough coaches that athletes can trust and are located nearby. We will also provide a facility for certain sports so that the training sessions will be easier. And we will also find coaches that are well trained and know many things about the sport.
Our TAM is $3 billion in total market if we have 25 million athletes in the U.S. If all those student athletes sign up on our website, that's where the $3 billion of total market comes from. Our SAM this is based just in Illinois. There's 340,000 athletes in Illinois between the ages of 15 and 18 years old with an income greater than $75,000.
We will get our income through the coaching sessions we have. For a 1-hour session, it would be $40, and for a 30-minute session, it would be $25. The coaches will get a certain percentage of that amount, and the longer that they have been with us, the higher percentage they will receive. The remaining percentage will come to us. In revenue, from year one, we believe we'll have $40,800. By every year, the market share percentage will go up by 0.1%. If our company or if our business does well, by the end of year 5, we should have a total revenue of $66,600. For our MVP, we have created a landing page and an explainer video. We are sending this out to let people know what our service is about. We hope to get athletes and coaches to sign up to this. We also want to create 5 training sessions of 5 different sports with a coach and an athlete in order to get feedback and see if we have any problems before we actually put our service out. We want to have 5 out of 5 satisfied coaches and athletes, and we hope to pay the we need to pay the coaches, and we need to provide a space in order for the training session to occur. So we are asking $300 in order to do that.
This is a screenshot of our landing page, which is currently published. And as you can see, there's a notify me bar where interested athletes and customers can provide their email address, which comes straight to us. And then with those email addresses, we are going to be sending out letters to the interested athletes and customers, telling them more about who we are, what we do, and along with a survey for them to take. Coaching time.
For the ones who want it more.
Good job. Yeah, ask if they have any questions. That would be
Oh, do you guys have any questions?
good job.
So for the initial 5 sessions, how will it work for the coach and the athlete to have training space that they're able to use?
Either the coach will find the facility near them that can work for both athlete and coach, or a local like YMCA or CRC where they can both meet up.
Have you taken into consideration the cost involved for renting a space to do the training, like over at CRC or the Sports Center?
Yes, we have. You just really need a membership to like use the space, but like there's like a 1-day fee, and those are like $5-6. So it shouldn't be too expensive, because even when you take that away, the coach would still get a decent amount of money.
We have called the CRC and I believe the Sports Center, but they didn't really give us the information we were looking for.
So if the athlete and the coach will have memberships, that'll be easier for both of them instead of paying every time they go. Or if the coach is able to find a facility, then they have figured it out.
Going back to you guys said that, like, per session, it was $25 for a half hour and $40 for 60 minutes, right?
Yeah.
And then you guys said the coach gets a high percentage. Did you guys come up with a percentage, or how are we gonna figure that out?
Well, our competitor, Coach Up, does 95%, and we are doing 90% in order for us to get more income.
Okay,
And the starting percentage for Coach Up was like around 55%, and we are doing 60%. So when we figured out the price and how much income we would get, we just did 75% to like average it out.
So like the coach's loyalty will get them more money. So the longer they're with us, the more percentage they will get.
Have you contacted any of the coaches? I'm thinking of, volleyball, Mrs. Ron, she's volleyball, and then, soccer. They have like Mr. Mariosky has a club soccer. How much those coaches get paid per hour? Have you contacted them to find out if your rate is high enough?
No, what we have used is just the Coach Up website, because that's really our competitor, like our direct competitor for now.
You might want to check with them.
Yeah.
Okay. Just got 2.
Well, once we send out like the link and the survey, from that point, like they could see what the numbers we're working with.
and then I think earlier in the presentation, you said that you were looking for high school coaches.
Yeah,
Yes.
to start off with, and
Okay.
then from that point we can find other.
Just like as an idea, there's a lot of skilled coaches
Yeah.
that coach younger kids, or, that have more expertise.
Well, yeah, because if they're high school coaches and we're working with ages between 15 and 18 years old, they know how to work with like teenagers and young.
And we also didn't want to have like SAA coaches, because that's mostly like parent run, and like nothing like against them, but like it's just like
I won't take any offense.
but like it's just mostly parents, and we just want to make sure that it's a professional service.
Do you know why Coach Up is lacking coach interest in joining? What's creating that situation for them?
I don't think the website is as like advertised as much, because if you were to search for a coach, you'll only have 4 profiles. And let's say if that website was put out to a lot of coaches, more coaches would be having their profiles uploaded.
And it's just not marketed?
Yeah,
It's just
like it's set up
marketed.
it's set up well, it's just not marketed, like you said.
So how old is Coach Up, you know?
We,
It seemed fairly new, like last time we checked, like they had updated the website, but I feel like if it was like older, then it wouldn't have updated like so quickly.
yeah.
So why do coaches come to you versus, I mean, if you think along those lines versus Coach Up?
Well, we are focusing more on like locally, and that's like what we're trying to do, and like the coaches would come to us because like there would be a lot of more options since like it would be more local.
And
But
they
you would
can-
think it is local, right? I mean, even if Coach Up is spanning a lot of cities and places, but then for a particular a meeting or coach and student matchup, it would be local, right? Because you have to meet them, you have to play, right?
Well, like as Vin said, what was the closest one when you searched up for basketball?
It was about 25 miles away. Just
Like, even that being local, 25 miles is pretty far. So if we have our website and program, we can have the athletes here work with some of the coaches they might know outside of school. And if they already know them, they'll feel more comfortable.
So let's go back to your financial model, the 3 billion piece, right? So I want to understand how you came to that, right? What have you done so far to vet that? And what do you need to do to confirm that everything is the way you're thinking?
Well, the 3 billion was everybody in the U.S. and the 300, or you said all the athletes
All the athletes.
in the U.S. and the 340,000 is just athletes between the ages of 15 and 18 years old, just in Illinois. So this one is in all. Let's say we spread our website and program to all over the U.S.
But all over the US, high schools only? Or
Yeah.
is it more than high school?
Well, it's for students
Ages
ages 15 and
15,
18, so basically high school or middle school.
Okay, so the high schoolers throughout the US is 3 billion, you think, right? And
Yeah.
so my question is, how did you arrive at that number?
We took the 75%, like I was saying before, like the $40 for an hour session. So if every athlete had a 1 hour session, we just took the price and then we multiplied it by that.
By how many athletes are.
Athletes with it, okay, I see. So then what you have to do, so what do you think you have to do next
I
for this
think,
model to work?
I think we should start with just in Illinois, or we'll start at our school and then go from there.
Right, I
And then
understand
if-
that, but in terms of validating that, what would you do?
Like,
I mean, you're asking for $200-300, right?
Yeah.
Something. So what are you gonna do with that?
we are gonna get the coach and the athlete, and we're gonna see if there's like any feedback, like if there's any problem with like the location, or if there's like any, like the coaches aren't satisfied with the amount of money, or if the athletes think that they're paying too much.
Right.
Like, we already asked around for that, but we just like want to ensure that like if once it actually happens, like if they're still satisfied with the amount they're paying. And what we,
But you can ask them, if you know their names, you can send them survey through SurveyMonkey for free. So where's the $200 being spent? for
It'll
free?
go up to the facility that they would either be using, and that's how we'll start off to pay the coach to train.
each coach would get around $50 because it's just like starting off, and so 50.
So you'll actually conduct a test session
Yeah.
between
Yeah.
the
Yes.
coaches and the students, is what you're saying.
sessions.
That's what the money will be going to.
So why do you need to do that, sorry?
Oh, no, I'm sorry, I was just, so in the test session for those 5 sessions, is the athlete paying it all, or it's, you guys are funding the test as a?
We're
We're
funding
funding
it.
it.
Okay,
That's
so
what
that's
we're
where the
using,
money's
yes.
going, is
Yeah,
you
that's
pay
what
for
the
the
money-
facility and the coach,
Yes.
and the
Yeah.
athlete's not paying, they're getting a free thing for
Yep.
participating in yours.
Yes.
And then from that point on, if the athlete and coach are liking it and they're comfortable, then they'll start paying after the first 5 sessions.